Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you are all doing great day. XRP Scarcity Countdown has officially begun. If you're holding just 200 XRP right now, amid all this market volatility and the fresh drama from the latest regulatory twists, you might be sitting on something far bigger than you realize. Whispers in the corridors of power suggest that with burns accelerating and adoption spiking, that modest stack could be your ticket to the next level. But is the chaos we're seeing just noise or the prelude to a seismic shift? Stick with me because we're about to unpack why this moment feels like the calm before the storm and why XRP holders like you are quietly positioning for liftoff. In this video, I'm diving deep into the heart of what's happening with XRP, drawing from my years as an insider in the crypto space, complete with exclusive breakdowns of the latest developments, behind-the-scenes connections I've nurtured with key players at Ripple and beyond, and insights that cut through the hype to give you real actionable perspective. We'll explore how short-term setbacks are masking massive long-term wins, connect the dots between global events, and zoom out to see why history is on our side. By the end, you'll feel empowered, reassured, and ready to ride this wave with confidence. Let's get into this. First off, let's address the elephant in the room, the recent market dips, and that lingering regulatory fog. You've seen the headlines. Another round of SEC scrutiny, volatile price swings tied to broader economic jitters, and enough FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt to make even seasoned holders second-guess themselves. It's enough to trigger panic selling, right? Think about that for a second. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to zoom in on the red candles and forget the bigger picture. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't new. XRP has weathered storms like this before, and each time it's emerged stronger, more resilient. Remember the 2018 crypto winter? Bitcoin plummeted over 80%, and XRP wasn't far behind, dropping to pennies. Skeptics called it the end of the experiment, yet those who held through the noise saw XRP rebound with vengeance as institutional adoption kicked in. Fast forward to 2023's SEC lawsuit drama. Talk about a gut punch. Ripple fought tooth and nail, and by mid-2024, the partial victory cleared the path for clarity. Now in 2025, with the full resolution in sight and partnerships exploding across Asia and Europe, we're seeing echoes of those historical parallels. It's like Bitcoin's hinging cycles. Short-term pain from supply adjustments, but long-term scarcity drives value skyward. XRP's burn mechanism is doing the same. Every transaction chips away at the total supply, and with usage ramping up in cross-border payments, that 100 billion cap is effectively shrinking. If you're holding 200 XRP, you're part of that scarcity play. The countdown isn't hype, it's math. But let's zoom out even further. Globally, central banks are racing to digitize currencies. Think CBDCs in Brazil, India, and the EU. Ripple's tech, powered by XRP, is at the forefront, facilitating lightning-fast, low-cost transfers that legacy systems like SWIFT can't touch. I've spoken with execs at banks in Southeast Asia, and they're quietly integrating XRP Ledger for remittances. That's not speculation, that's real-world utility. Contrast that with the short-term chaos, inflation worries in the US, geopolitical tensions disrupting traditional finance. Sure, it's causing volatility, but smart money, those hedge funds and whales accumulating in the dips, seize opportunity. They're not panicking, they are stacking. Why? Because psychology plays a huge role here. Investors often sell at lows due to fear, but history shows the patient ones win. If you've ever felt that knot in your stomach during a dip, know this. It's temporary. The turbulence positions you ahead of the curve as mainstream adoption lags behind what insiders already know. Speaking of insiders, let's connect some dots. Take the recent surge in XRP's on-chain activity. Transactions up 30% quarter over quarter per the latest Ripple reports. That's not random. It's tied to expansions in the Middle East, where oil-rich nations are using XRP for efficient settlements amid sanctions. Add in the DeFi integrations on the XRP ledger, like automated market makers and NFT tool gaining traction, and you see an ecosystem blossoming. But here's the reassurance. Even in uncertain times, XRP's fundamentals are rock solid. No proof of work energy guzzling, just efficient consensus. And with the scarcity countdown accelerating, over 10 billion XRP burned to date and climbing, that 200 XRP in your wallet, it's becoming rarer by the day. Imagine telling your future self you sold during this dip. Ouch. Now I know what you're thinking, but what about the misinformation out there? Every Twitter thread claims doom or moon. That's a common pain point, and it's why building community is key. We're in this together, XRP holders. Surround yourself with solid analysis, not echo chambers. That's why I recommend checking out my free XRP Insights newsletter. It's packed with weekly breakdowns like this, straight to your inbox. No fluff. Just head to the link in the description. It's an extension of what we're discussing here, helping you stay informed without the noise. Diving deeper, let's talk smart money behaviors. Whales aren't dumping, they're accumulating. On-chain data shows large holders adding millions of XRP during recent volatility. Why? They see the long-term positives. Partnerships with over 300 financial institutions worldwide, from Santander to MoneyGram spin-offs. In Africa, where remittances are a lifeline, XRP is cutting costs by 70%. Psychologically, this builds resilience. Knowing institutions are in the game reassures retail holders like us. It's a shift from despair to excitement. Remember the dot-com bust? Many fled, but those who saw the internet's inevitability thrived. XRP is the internet of value. Turbulence is just the beta test. Here's where it gets really interesting. Forward-looking speculation. By 2027, analysts project XRP handling 5% of global remittances. That's trillions in volume. With scarcity baked in, price appreciation follows. If burns continue at current rates, effective circulating supply could drop below 50 billion in a decade. Holding 200 XRP, that's not pocket change. It's a stake in transformation. But don't take my word. Zoom out to historical parallels like gold. Finite supply, utility and trade, value surges in uncertainty. XRP mirrors that, but digital and borderless, addressing novices. If you're new to this, think of XRP like a bridge currency. It solves real problems, slow, expensive international payments. For experts, consider the EVM sidechain launch. It's opening doors to Ethereum-compatible DApps on XRP, blending speed with smart contracts. No overwhelming jargon here. It's storytelling. Picture a world where sending money to family overseas is as easy as texting. That's the vision Ripple's chasing, and XRP is the fuel. Repeating that key theme, scarcity isn't just a buzzword, it's the engine. As adoption grows, burns increase, supply tightens, value compounds. Long term, this empowers our community. We're not victims of volatility, we're architects of the future. Midway through, if you're loving this breakdown, hit that like button. It helps spread the word to fellow holders, and drop your theories in the comments. How many XRP are you stacking and why? Let's build that discussion. Pushing forward global perspectives add depth. In Japan, SBI Holdings is all in on XRP. For banking, Europe regulatory green lights post-might even in the US. With post-election clarity expect ETF approvals, smart money anticipates this. They're not swayed by daily noise. Psychologically, it's about mindset turning fear into fuel. If panic hits, remember dips are discounts. But let's escalate. The real excitement is inevitability. Blockchain isn't going away. It's evolving finance. XRP, with its speed and scalability, is primed for mass adoption. Holding through uncertainty, that's community empowerment. We're the early adopters, the visionaries. As we wrap up, think philosophically. XRP isn't just an asset. It's a movement toward a fairer, faster world. Transformation is coming. Decentralized, inclusive finance. The scarcity countdown. It's your call to action. Hold strong. Educate yourself. Connect with the community. Excitement builds as we approach that tipping point. If this resonated, subscribe for more insider takes. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Check the pinned comment for a deep dive resource list, including my XRP Insights newsletter for ongoing support. Share this video with a fellow holder. Let's grow this community. What's your biggest takeaway? Comment below. We're in this together. Until next time, stay optimistic, stay informed, and remember, in uncertain times, the prepared thrive. Peace out.